Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time to do another Stitch Fix unboxing, and you guys, you might hear some really strange sounds during this video. Yes, welcome to South Dakota. This is what you get when you're living in the boondocks. So it is open range cattle out here, and literally the other night, one of them walked right up to our back door during hamburger night. Whoops. Okay, so this fix, obviously I already tore into it, and there were two items in here that snuck their way in. Honestly, I have no idea why this keeps happening, because both of these items I have indicated in my profile that I don't want to receive, but I'm going to walk you through everything, and stay tuned because at the end of this video, it kind of is like tying into this ongoing frustration that we've all been talking about that sometimes happens with our fixes. But Stitch Fix has launched a new initiative that is very similar to Shop Your Looks, but you guys, it is like way more intense. In fact, it doesn't involve a stylist, and it also doesn't involve any clothing items that you've already purchased from Stitch Fix. So I'm going to show you what's going on with that, and then I'm also going to walk you through a couple other surprises that I heard about them kind of taking on when I was creeping on their quarterly earnings call. I'm fascinated by these calls. Like, anybody can log in and listen, and even when I was a senior stylist for Stitch Fix, I always listened to them, and I continue to listen to them because I love this company and I'm super interested to hear what they're up to. So basically, Stitch Fix is testing the waters to see how much of a direct buy clients want to do versus a traditional fix. And then there's another function that they are testing that totally lets clients like cherry pick which items they would like to see appear in their Shop Your Looks. But in any event, let's just go ahead and get into this fix. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and talk about this fix, starting off with one of the items that I literally have no idea how it even snuck into my box, and it is this faux leather tote here. Now this is vegan leather, and I actually have indicated on my profile that I don't want to receive any faux leather. When it comes to bags, that is one item I'm totally willing to splurge on, just to get like a really high quality leather bag that I know is gonna last me forever. Also, I'm not big on like any sort of embellishments or detailing like this braid work. I just like super simple, clean lines on all my handbags. But if this is your style, I mean, loving the neutral color, especially going into fall and winter, it's perfect. And I'm gonna keep all the plasticware on this just because I don't wanna muck this up for the next person. Like, I want them to feel like they're getting a brand spanking new bag that hasn't been like dirty mitts all over it. Just to show you guys, like, size wise, you could literally fit like an entire country into this bag. It has so much room. You've got the front pocket right here with the zipper, which is nice for security. It does have a zipper right at the top of the bag. Again, that way you don't have to worry about someone's hands getting in your bag. And then it does have the fun little lining in there, which I think is so dear. I love it when purse designers just go the extra mile and add something fun like that to the mix. And then the gold hardware just gives it a nice elevated vibe. And of course, as we've all come to appreciate, it does have the studs on the bottom. That way you don't have to worry about mucking it up when you're placing it down on a hard surface like a bar or even on the floor. Now, next up was this open weave sweater, which, you know, again, I guess like my mind, I'm still like all about summer just because even today it is 90 degrees here right now. I am dying wearing jeans. So I'm just not in the market for any fall clothing whatsoever. Also, I don't think the open weave texture is going to be doing me any favors in South Dakota. I'm going to want something that's going to keep that cold and that wind off of my skin. But again, like, love the idea of just a classic neutral sweater like this. It's a crew neck, no embellishments. It is what it is. Why mess with perfection? You know, especially when you're styling it with a pair of crisp white jeans. Oh my gosh. I love that look so much. Like imagine adding like an over the knee suede boot that matches this tan color. Oh, just so delicious. This is relatively soft to the touch, like even though it is open weave and it does have a slight texture to it, it doesn't feel itchy on the skin. And it is a viscose and nylon blend, which is gonna give you a really nice stretch that isn't overly clingy. Now this next one, there are many elements to this top I liked. Now this is one of 2 Daniel Rainn blouses I got in this fix. I got 2 in the last fix as well. But in terms of the color, like I love this shade of gray because there's like the slightest purple undertone to it, which I think is just gorgeous. And again, love the 3/4 length sleeve, especially as we transition into, you know, like late summer, early fall. Am not a fan of the elasticized cuffs, you guys, especially when you have a price point like this on a top like this. I just think there's no excuse for anything other than a proper cuff. But it does have those feminine details that I love, the crochet work. I do like the embroidery. I just feel like overall the embroidery is so much that it was like, it might be like a little bit of overkill just for my taste. But again, styling it with those white jeans, like to really make that gray and white pop. It was a fun blouse to try on, but for me, it just wasn't something I wanted to add to my closet. This was the second one for this fix that I have no idea how this snuck through because it has Paisley, and I indicated on my profile, no Paisley. But in any event, this is a printed knit, and I'm super finicky about printed knits. I don't know. I always feel like they end up looking kind of cheap. And to be honest with you, you know, Daniel Rainn is a very high price point when it comes to tops. And overall, I just felt like I could probably walk into Loft and find something very similar to this at like 40% off and get it for 20 bucks. But in any event, you know, it does have that Swiss dot detailing, which are those raised circles on the garment. And then it does have some more of that feminine detailing that Daniel Rainn really is known for. Love the crochet work right along the shoulder. And then in the back, it's just a continuation of that print. Now, if you like tops like this is a nice lightweight option because it does have like a cottony feel to it, even though it's a polyester blend. And it also would layer really well under blazers or even denim jackets. Okay, and last up, this was actually another fun pick that was unexpected just because I had seen this denim jacket floating around in our inventory even when I was a stylist. And the color always intrigued me. They categorize this as blush, but it definitely is like a really cool tone pink with a purple undertone. Guys, if you are looking for a denim jacket with a ton of comfortable stretch, ask for this one from Liverpool. You will not be disappointed. It runs a little bit on the larger side, which can be nice for layering. Now, this is a classic design. There's no distressing on it whatsoever, which I can appreciate. I think the color is fun just because it adds a nice sophisticated oomph to any outfit, especially if you're going like with an all white ensemble, just like so fresh and crisp. And again, you know, you're gonna love that stretch. It does have that give, so it doesn't feel like a stiff, like boxy kind of denim jacket. This just has a really nice fit to it, but again, it does run a little bit big. Okay, you guys, so this is my third 0 for 0. I already had another chat with client services. I mean, they were amazing. So I am continuously hopeful that my fixes are gonna get back on track. I mean, don't get me wrong, like my wallet is loving the fact that I'm having a 0 for 0 streak lately. In the beginning of this video, I told you about that brand new function that Stitch Fix is getting ready to launch for everybody. Right now, they're testing it in beta. So I'm gonna walk you through what they have been up to.
Okay guys, so when you go onto your profile, I mean, we all know where to find the shop your looks option, but then they also are adding this trending for you option. And basically it is clothing that has nothing to do with past purchases. Like shop your looks are curated around a specific piece you already own. Trending for you consists of entirely new pieces of clothing. And I don't know why they're not showing in the screenshot when I happen to capture it, why they're not showing the full Monty, because in trending for you, it consists of clothing, shoes, accessories, and again, it's all like fresh items that you can purchase without the aid of a stylist. There is no styling fee, free returns too if it's an item that doesn't work out for you. Now, here's what I was talking about when I mentioned the fact that they're also allowing clients to cherry pick the items you specifically would like to see in your Shop Your Looks feed. Now, they introduced this via their Katie Sturino and Stitch Fix collaboration, which has now ended. But I noticed when I clicked on that option, it gave you, see in the right-hand corner there's a little button that says Edit. Well, once you press that, it literally gave me the option of just picking which pieces from the Katie Sturino collection I wanted to see in my feed. And whenever I would tap on an item I was interested in, it would add a heart on the upper corner. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, I just tapped that See Outfits option, and boom, everything I had, placed a little heart on automatically popped into my feed, and then they just curated looks around those specific pieces I indicated an interest in. So they talked about this on that quarterly earnings call. I mean, obviously, I think they're definitely getting the message that, number one, clients like the idea of being able to pick out outfits without the assistance of a stylist. And the other things that they talked about were adding Zoom calls with stylists, which I know some clients have already experienced. And they're also talking about letting clients preview at least an anchor piece or two to add to their fix that the stylist would then curate a box around.
All right, guys, so that is it. Let me know if any of you are seeing the trending for you showing up in your feed, and if you're using it, are you liking it? Like, do you like the idea of having more direct buy opportunities versus relying more heavily on what your stylist is choosing for you in your fix? If you're new to Stitch Fix and want to check it out, I do have a referral code that you can use. It is linked down below. It'll kick you 25 bucks off your first fix. And as a courtesy, the company will also give me a $25 credit to use on a future fix of my own. But in any event, thanks so much for sharing your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.